Desi's door. She comes out. Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. I don't know.
Yeah. There's Kim and Annie Ann.
In the house.
Are in the house. Hi, guys. Welcome to Monday Night Live.
Waka waka.
Hold on. I always have to go in and search it. Here you go.
Yeah, you
can
can go to the
do
playlist.
this.
Elaine Boochka's in the house. Mama Murphy and Julie Highstand are in the house.
Hi, guys.
And Julie says, hey, no waka waka. I already said waka waka.
Oh, there it is. Robertson's Belly.
Robertson's
Oh, I was
Belly.
talking about up there on your notification came up. Not
Oh.
on the TV. I'm talking about.
Oh. Kim. Oops.
Savings.
Savings and discounts. Waka Waka, Rusty and Rachel and Desi. Ryan Kelly's in the house. Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. is in the house. How's everyone doing tonight? It's amazing. You have to go in and type in Robertson's Belly Acres live.
Okay.
It's kind of a pain in the behonkus. And he answers, I'm in the house. Sheila Tubbs is in the house. Says, hello, everyone. Pat Montgomery is in the house.
Hi, guys.
Waka waka.
I got this, baby.
Yeah. Megan Cloak says, hey again.
Hi, Megan.
Mama Murphy says, hello and howdy. Have a wonderful week. Mama Murphy's in the house. Mickey Chickwinya is in the house. Sherry Udell is in the house. Itsy Bitsy Dreamstead is in the house. Hovita is in the house. Ooh, howdy, 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 everyone. Hello, Sheila Udell says. Sherry Udell says, hello, two of my favorite people.
Hi.
Mama Murphy says, hello and howdy. Have a wonderful week. Hovita says, howdy, howdy, everyone.
I didn't realize how much I was squinting. I don't have contacts or glasses. I just popped up on the TV. I'm like.
And Amy Leonard is texting you right now.
Amy Leonard is, in my phone.
And Kim Campbell says, glad to see you guys. Craig Adcock is in the house. Says, good evening.
Welcome, Craig.
Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. says, Rachel squinting to see, laugh out loud. Yes, she is. I'm squinting to see, too, and I have my contacts in.
Have y'all ever seen Ariana Grande when all I need is long hair, right?
Here, now I can, by golly, everybody. Paul Honeyman is in the house. Says, hello from England. Hey, Baldy in Trouble.
Hi,
How are you?
Paul.
I don't know who's calling Baldy and who's calling Trouble.
Well, Desi's trouble.
Oh, okay.
She's in her room. So.
Oh, Baldy's in trouble. Laugh out loud. Do you need your glasses, Rachel? Yes, and she does, but she doesn't have any.
I need to go to the eye doctor. I need to get my contacts. But I haven't had any in probably like 4 or 5 months. 4 or 5 months. I don't drive a lot. Rusty drives everywhere we go. Everywhere we go. And we're always together. So, but
Me and my buddy are in the house.
here's an announcement. I am going back to the school full time this next school year. So I need to get my contacts before I go back full time.
Yes, she does.
I'm trying to be telling the kids, can't you see the board? Wait, I can't see the board.
Megan says, fun fact,
Fun fact.
Chad now has to wear reading glasses with his contacts. Hey, I get it. I'm going to get the bifocal contacts. Where one's up close and one's distance.
Yes.
Mickey Chickwinya says, how cushy is the kitchen floor in Mama's tiny house?
Awesome. Listen, I kind of want it in my house. I kind of want it in my kitchen. It's like one of those compression mats.
Yes.
I really think that's...
Rhonda Dotson is in the house.
Hi, Rhonda.
Says, hey, Rachel, Rusty, and Desi, hope you are doing well.
Thank you so much.
Elaine says, I have glasses on and still can't see. Only one eye working, and it's not good.
I get that too. I'm afraid of the contact headache once, when you get your contacts and you haven't worn them in forever. Not that kind of contact headache.
Yeah.
But,
Well, then there's that.
That it's not really a contact headache, right?
Right.
Because it's the after effect. Does it count as a contact?
Yeah, I don't know. That would be
Inquiring minds.
right. Paul says, Rusty, you need to scalp Rachel. She has a great shaped head.
Listen, I have to wait till Thursday. Michelle goes back in for treatment on Thursday, and I get to cut it short again, shorter. Like by Thursday, it's every other Thursday, and I'm like, man, my hair's getting too long. I need to cut it, but I always wait till her treatment. But that being said, she has 2 treatments left. So
this Thursday and
this
then 2
Thursday
weeks.
and then 2 weeks, and then that's it, and then I start growing it back out. So
Annie Ann says, just so you know, you need glasses for more than just driving.
I know, but I mean,
Megan says he has those and still has to wear readers. I understand. Dee Stanley is
I
in
think
the
it's just the
house.
lighting.
She says, good evening, Rachel, Rusty, and Desi. Mickey says, nice. I think I'll do that with my new tiny house, the whole thing.
Yes, that's what I told Rusty. Man, I wish we would have thought about this because it really didn't take much, and we have enough to do another room. You know, maybe we could put it in the bathroom, or if we decide to add on a pantry when we add on her bedroom, we could put that in the adjoining pantry, so then that way it all,
Yes.
goes together. But yeah,
Dennis
awesome.
Green is in the house. Says it was nice meeting y'all at the meetup.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was awesome to meet you, Dennis. Obita says I've been wearing glasses since 3rd grade. Shiloh Akers is in the house.
Been wearing glasses since 6th grade, but
I've been wearing glasses since I was 14.
the thing is once you go into contacts, like your insurance will pay for contacts or glasses. They don't usually pay for both. So the way I was doing it was I was getting disposable contacts. I was getting a year supply this year, and next year I was getting new glasses because a year supply of contacts lasts me,
2 years.
well, a 6-month supply lasts me a whole year. So yeah, 2 years.
Yep.
So, but then I fell out of rotation. I didn't have vision insurance anymore, and then I fell out of rotation. So now I just need both. I need both. I
Right.
had glasses, but my dog ate them. Like,
So-
for real.
I need to get both again, but
Yeah, so Russ has some really cool glasses. I don't know if you guys have ever seen him in his glasses, but he's got some Drew Carey glasses, and I think he looks awesome in them.
yeah,
And then-
go ahead.
Your reading glasses, he bought these at
Bought these at the grocery store. Shiloh Akers says I can't do contacts. I have a phobia of my finger going toward my eyeball. Laugh out loud.
Yeah.
Sherry Udell says it's called a high.
Well, I was asking if a headache as a side effect of a high, if a headache of a side effect of a contact high is called a contact headache. Because I was saying a contact like eye headache. But, I was asking for a friend.
Elaine says I do miss your beautiful long hair, Rachel.
I miss my hair too.
Jovita
Like some
says,
days.
Yay,
But
Rachel.
some days I'm like,
I
"Yay."
cut my hair every other Thursday too.
Oh, that's cool. We're hair cutting buddies.
Annie Ann says, is it just a light or is Rusty's glasses purple? They're
Mm-hmm.
purple.
I said, they're purple. I think he bought a purple and a blue.
I bought a purple and a blue, and she said, why are you doing that? And I said, because I don't have to worry about anybody taking them. She goes, is that a thing? I said, our kids will leave them alone, and guess what? Our kids have left them alone.
Although our granddaughter, who's almost 3, had them on last night.
Yeah,
Poor
well.
baby couldn't walk. Just looking around.
Patty Jean River Homestead is in the house. Says, when is Rusty going to grow his hair back? Not happening.
He did once.
Brian
Doesn't look like Rusty.
from the Vineyard Farmhouse is in the house. Says, good evening, hoot and holla.
Hi, Brian.
What's up, Brian?
We missed you at the meetup.
Yes, I know that you went to the 10 Killer meetup. We missed you there too.
Mm-hmm.
Mickey says, with the hot weather coming, you'll probably want to keep your hair short till October. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Elaine says, that Shiloh Acres, she can't handle that either, having a finger going towards your eyeball. Paul says, and Really, part of the fun is feeling around when the lights are off. Don't you need glasses? You don't need glasses unless you're driving. Laugh out loud. You know, then there's that. Hello, hello. Howdy, Brian at the Finger Farmhouse. Me and my buddy says, hi, Trusty Rusty and Miss Rachel Undo and Des.
Paul says they sure do look purple.
They are purple, aren't they, Paul?
Me and my buddy. Destroy.
It's supposed to be Desi. I'm thinking that.
You think destroy matches better.
Yeah. Roach
Destruction.
Littlefield is in the house.
Hey.
Says, hey guys. And he says, Rusty didn't
Hi,
read my
Jimmy.
comment. And he, yes, I did. Laugh out loud. It's just a light. Or is Rusty's glasses really purple? Yes, I read that, Ann. And we talked about it.
You're behind.
No, because she said I didn't read that comment. Rusty didn't read my comment, laugh out loud.
Blame it on the dog, Rachel. I did. He did. He just ate him.
Philip W. Ryder's in the house. Says, hey, you awesome folks.
Paul says he shaves his head 4 times a week.
So I do mine about 3 or 4. Simply Jan Homestead is in the house. Says, what's up, Rusty and Rachel?
You and Annie Ann are Twinkies. You're twinsies. Because
Yes.
my glasses are purple as well.
They're awesome,
And I
aren't
think
they?
they're cool.
Okay, go. I'll let you read.
Julie says, I'm having phone problems and autocorrect problems. Grr. Oh no, Julie, I'm sorry. Craig says, Rusty is saving money on shampoo. That's right.
Amen.
We both are at this point.
Bar soap is it.
That's right. Simply Jan Homestead is in the house. At Annie Ann, Bobby Bryan, hi. Sherry Dale says, where is the Pine Cone Fest at? It's down close to Mount Vernon, Texas.
Yes.
And it's in October
It's
this
in
year.
October this year.
The Vineyard Farmhouse says, I'll see you next year. Yes. Paul Honeyman says, wow, I see how it is. You miss Brian at the meetups. I see how it is. Well, we didn't make it to 10 Killer, and then he didn't make it to Arkansas, so that's how we missed each other.
Yes.
Megan says, I can't imagine Rusty with hair. I picture him with hair like Trump. Philip Ryder says,
It's a PG show.
still blinding me with that chrome dome. Laugh out loud.
Yep.
Dana Mason says, hey, much
Dana
love.
Mason's in the house.
Tim and I are lurking. Woohoo! Melody His to Bless says, Rachel, you look nice. How is your dad?
Melody's in the house.
Rusty and your sister Rachel. Hey, Desi. Elaine says, hello, Desi. Simply Jan says, Elaine, hi. Annie Ann says, laugh out loud. I thought you didn't read my comment. You was just behind on comments. See, I told you were just behind. Jan says, I have purple glasses. Oh, you and Jan and Ann are all...
Hell yeah, we're in the Cool Kids
That
Club.
means you're going to have to change your name to Ran. So it could be Ran, Jan, and Ann.
Jan and Ran.
Jan and Ran.
Who said hi to me?
I don't know, a
Nobody.
lot of people.
Nobody said hi to you.
Oh, that's to Miss
Okay.
Jan. Dennis Green says,
Dennis
looking
Green is in
fabulous,
the house.
Rusty. You're looking
Thank you.
fabulous. Let's see. Paul says, I didn't make it to any meetups. I know,
Yeah, Paul,
because you're a party
We've even
pooper.
tried to get you to go on
FaceTime.
FaceTime at meetups, and you refused that.
Deborah
so,
Spiker
think of
is
that.
in the house. Says, hey, y'all, from hot Iowa today. It's been raining like crazy here.
Kath Walden is in the house.
Says, hello, hello, hello. A very rainy and cold Alberta, Canada. It's not really cold outside. It's muggy and hot, but I have a blanket because Rusty keeps it, sub-zero in here. Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. says,
Yes,
and
yes,
you
I
were
do.
missed, Paul. Let's see. The Vineyard Farmhouse says, okay, Brian says, I think Rusty looked just fine at Shoot Dang when he had hair.
I didn't have very much.
You
hair.
did too. You had
It
hair.
wasn't combable.
You had bought a brush.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you had hair.
It was too much.
Paul
It was
says,
hot.
I said hi to Trouble Baldy. Don't you tell her lies. Shiloh says, Julie, hi Stan, I feel ya. I cracked my phone screen and there are black blobs all over the keyboard. Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's see. Melody Hits to Bless us. Hey, Jen. Rusty ran 90 degrees Fahrenheit in North Arlington. Lori Carp says, good evening, Rachel, Rusty, and Desi. Elaine says, they complain at me too. Rusty, my thermostat set at Igloo. I used to be, like, when I had long hair, I was like, man, it's so hot. I'm having a power surge, whatever. Cut my hair off, I freeze to death, like, all the time. It could not be the frozen beverage that I have. It's probably the cold, right?
Yes, that's got to be it.
Kath Walden says, don't forget to hit that like button, folks. Thank you, Kath. Jan says, when did Rusty have hair?
I had hair back at Shoot Dang Fest.
I like that better, Shiloh Acres. Rustan.
Rustan.
We're going to have Ann, Jan, and Rustan. Let's see. Kat says, I was going to say Rusty's mustache is becoming a fine member of the channel. Oh yeah, Rusty's recognized for his mustache. Like worldwide, right? It's getting thick again.
My mustache is worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
Just my mustache is Mr. Worldwide.
Jovita says it's 89 degrees here in South Texas with a field temp of 104. 104. That's too
much.
Too much. Megan says a brush. See, I knew Rusty had luscious hair.
I used to have luscious locks.
Luscious locks.
Like that long.
Melody says, put your chicken hat on. I put that away for the winter, but you know what? It covers my ears and everything. And everything,
man.
Paul says, Rusty was born with a mullet. His mama shaved it off. You know what? He sported a mullet his high school years. Yeah.
A few years I had that.
So
of course.
You look like Morgan Wallen?
No.
Morgan Wallen doesn't hold a candle to that.
Morgan Wallen is an ugly freak.
Elaine Briscoe
Compared
says,
to me.
I wore a cap thing all the time when I had no hair, Rachel. Yeah, like, it's crazy if I put a do-rag on, then I'm burning, but, Heartland HQ with Dick and Tank
is in the house.
It's smash the thumbs up, thanks. Thank you. Tamara, Phillip says, Paul, you saying like Joe Dirt? Elaine says, can't stand heat and humidity. Oh man. Tamara says, and he's recognized for his super soaker.
That's right.
Dink said, that was so funny at the meetup. Rusty had the super soaker. And then he handed it to me for whatever reason. And I was like, oh, I have a score to settle. Because at 10 Killer last year, somebody shot me with my own water gun. And that somebody's initials starts with a G and ends with a Gladys. You know, so...
It starts with a G and ends with a lattice.
Yes. And so I went up.
Last name rhymes with Ivy.
So Anson, I walked up to Anson, he's wearing Crocs, and I'm like, hey, where's your wife? And I spray his feet. And he's like, hey! He said, I don't know. And I said, no, he said, what did he say? Rusty already got her or something. I said, that's not what I asked. Oh yeah, he said, Rusty already shot me. I said, that's not what I asked. I asked where your wife was. Sprayed his feet. And then he's like, she's over there. And I was like, oh, Gladys, do you remember shooting me with my own gun? She said, no. She said, Rusty already got me. I'm like, so? So I started spraying her. So she ends up getting the water that they were using to keep stuff, you know.
Fire down.
Yeah. While they were grilling, I was going to say keep stuff moist, and I thought no, because then Paul will be on a whole tangent.
They got him again.
So, anyway, she's spraying me with this thing. It was funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Smash the thumbs up. Yep. Can't stand the heat, humidity. Let's see. Oh, 104 is gorgeous weather. That's what Paul said. It's gorgeous weather. Jan says, okay, maybe Shoot Dang was the last time he had hair. I think so, yes. Because he shaved it off after that, and then he hasn't grown it back. Jovita says, Elaine is so oppressive. Paul says, yes, Rusty is a Morgan long look alike. Laugh out loud.
No.
She said Morgan Wallen. Poor baby. She's, yeah. She's young. Elaine says, I bet it is. Dennis Dennis says, I rocked a mullet back in the day. Laugh out loud. Yes, the mullets used to be the thing. Shiloh Acre says, there was a brief moment in the 80s. Everyone sported a mullet or a rat tail. Laugh out loud. Yes.
80s and 90s.
And 90s, early 90s. Jan says, I got soaked and was innocent.
There is never a time when Jan has been innocent.
Oh, that's terrible. Russell. Jan says, I got caught in the crossfire. Oh, it was so unfair. See, now you have a vendetta, so you've got to get a super soaker. And then the next time you see Rusty, just don't spray my feet to find Rusty. That was just, pure love for Anson. Elaine says, did I miss that or was it not on the video? It was not on a video.
Not on video.
Unless somebody else was recording, I don't know. Philip says Shiloh Acres had a high and tight, was in the military.
I had one of those too.
Yes. Simply Jan says Gladys acted so innocent. I know.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, Rusty already got me. Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. says, it might have been just in case you were thinking about it, Jan. Melody says, not me. Kath says, Rachel, there are King's bean bags that you can heat up in a microwave that you can place over your shoulders if you're feeling chilled. Tip from a Canadian chick who hates being cold indoors. Yes. So when I was in high school, we used to make rice bags, like in, this old class called home ec. We would make rice bags or bean bags also. Yes.
Oh man,
but we don't have a microwave.
Old people in here tonight.
Man, I'm telling you.
Shiloh Acres, I'm jumping ahead of you.
Jan said she had a rat tail.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kat says, oops, that should read.
Long read beanbags.
Yes.
Shiloh says, I graduated in the 92, so roll with the 80s. Dude, that is old. You graduated in 92?
Who else graduated in 92?
I don't know. Not me.
You were in 91.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wait a minute, you didn't graduate in 92.
Nope.
I graduated in 96.
And Paul says, Jan, the word is about loose faucets. She's a persona of Simply Jan.
Of Simply Jan's head trauma.
But we're jumping, so I can't keep up with her anymore.
Walter, she was guilty. Kat says, yes, laugh out loud. I didn't have a microwave either anymore. I ditched mine last month and don't miss it at all. That's our problem.
That's us. There's been a few times I've missed it. Like, I wanted popcorn the other night, and it's like, I don't want to have to get the skillet out or the pot out. So I just didn't have popcorn.
Well, and warming up leftovers is kind of a thing. But we don't have a whole lot of leftovers, so.
Yep.
Cindy says, in the 80s, I was doing tall hair. Well, in the 90s, we had the tall bangs, right? So, I get it. Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. says, you can place a rice bag in a dry slow cooker and heat it. Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. That's a good idea.
Melody says, stop the old jokes. I graduated class of 77.
Woohoo! Jan says, the bean bags were awesome. Yes. Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. says hello to everyone. I forgot to tag.
Sean,
hello.
Let's Trade Paint is in the house. Long time no see, my brother.
Yes. And you're our neighbor, basically. We need to get together. Hello, you beautiful people. Smash the thumbs up and spread the love. Stuffing my face. Woohoo! What are you stuffing your face with? There's Amy. She said, hey, Amy, we saw your text. We were live.
We will answer the text after the live.
It's like, he said, Amy is in, well, she texted you. So I said, Amy is in my phone. Let's see. Elaine says, back out and give a thumbs up for Rusty and Rachel and Desi. Now we have Rachel going back to work full time come school year. Yes, Elaine. So come school year,
awesome.
I will
Thank you
be back.
for the recap, Elaine.
Thank you so much.
You're awesome.
Ryan
Murray's in the house.
Ryan, you and Tara. Don't need to come see us, or we need to come see y'all, or we need to do something.
We need to do something.
Howdy Sean at Let's Trade Paint. Shiloh says, wow, Rusty, I just turned 51 last month.
I just turned 51 last November.
Just barely.
Just 11 months ago.
Not quite.
There's an old country song. He says, I turned 80 11 months ago.
Kane Brown.
Dennis Green says, had I graduated, it would have been an 83. Got my GED though. Woohoo!
Good
job.
enough diploma is always awesome.
So my ex-husband graduated in 83. And fun fact, the fun thing about that was is he graduated in 83 or 82? 83. So he graduated in May of 83, and I started kindergarten in September of 83. So it was always a long-running joke. Let's see. Class of 92 here, Cindy Brown said. Woohoo! Let's see. Oh, Melody shared on Facebook. Thank you so much,
Awesome.
Melody.
Thank you, Melody.
Paul says, I always try to have leftovers, just don't last long enough. Right?
I understand that.
Mike Birch is
Mike
in
Birch
the
is in the house.
Says, what up, Rusty and Rachel? Kim Campbell says, I graduated in 82.
82.
Philip says, graduation was 75. 1975.
1975.
Julie Highstand says 73 for me. Woohoo! Class of 74 for Deborah. Leonard Mountain Homestead says, say the sizes again. Laugh out loud, I missed it.
We didn't say the sizes.
What sizes of what?
She wanted to know what size of shirts we wear.
Oh! I'm like, what sizes? We're talking about years. There's sizes? Are we talking about sizes in high school? Because that's just depressing. It is now.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't think my big toe would fit in what I wore in high school.
No, mine wouldn't.
Whew, I just turned 59 last Friday, Mr. and Mrs. Walter Joe.
Well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Ryan says, maybe we can make it up there in a couple of weeks. Yes, absolutely. Awesome. Sheila Tubbs says, I'm having pinto beans and homemade corn dogs. Yum! That was the kids, the older three's favorite, what Rusty would make.
Yeah, I'd make the mini corn dogs.
We got Nosy Neld over there.
Oh, Nosy Will has jumped up. Oh, there's somebody driving down the road. Let's go see who it is.
No.
Y'all are young
that's not
whippersnappers,
what I
Jen
did.
said. Paul says, I started college in 81.
Dang!
Elaine says, I shared before life.
He said he started college in 81.
Mm-hmm.
Never said nothing about finishing college.
I didn't finish
He's
college.
like me. He started but didn't finish.
Ryan says 94. Ryan says my 30-year reunion is next month. Oh my gosh. That means my 30-year reunion is in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. The 90s should not be 30 years ago. Philip Ryder says, I am old school, laugh out loud. Jan says, I got my GED in 81. I think it's a blur now.
Right.
Melody says, Elaine, you shared in the womb. Sharon Dell says, Jan, when and where is Pine Cone Fest? So Pine Cone Fest is in October
in Texas.
in Texas, and it's close to Mount Vernon, Texas. And it would be heard that exclamation point or heard that outdoors. So it's Randy and Julie McKissick that puts that on, and they will have more information out for it as the year goes by.
Yes.
And it's awesome. We had a lot of fun last year.
Yes, we did. Kath Walden says, has anyone here gone to a high school reunion? I would rather forget my high school years. We went to my 20-year reunion.
I can't remember
I can't remember most of it.
Thank you. Amy says hit the thumbs up, y'all. We went to my 20-year reunion.
And I don't remember much of it either.
We hung out more with my brothers, and yeah. It was fun.
Yeah.
Jan says, Sherry, someplace in Texas. Yes, it is close to Mount Vernon, Texas. Janet, yes, right, Rachel? Janet Sarlo is in the house.
Janet Sarlo's in the
Says,
house.
hi, Rachel, Rusty, and Desi. How is your family? I'm praying for them. Thank you so much. Jan says, maybe Rusty and Rachel can tell us again. Yes. Paul says, bless you.
Excuse me.
Thank goodness you had a nose.
Thank God.
Paul says, I went from college to government education to work courses, Rusty, and managed 5 courses before joining the Army in 84.
Nice.
Nice. Jesse Rayford is
Jesse
in the
Rayford's in the
house. Says,
house.
hello, happy Monday, everyone. God bless. Melody says, I went to my 20-year reunion. Yeah, I think 10 years is way too close. Gary with Pathways Homestead is in the house.
In the house.
Howdy. Hi, Gary.
Amy says,
We
bless
miss you guys,
Rusty.
too.
Bless you. 3L Homestead is in the
3L
house.
Homestead is in the house.
You guys, if you have not checked out 3L Homestead yet, make sure you go over and check them out. Give them a like, give them a subscribe, tell them we sent you over. The last we looked, they were at 179 subs.
Yay!
So we need
God bless
to
you.
keep pushing them.
Melody said, God bless you.
Thank
Elaine
you.
said, bless you.
Thank you.
Thank goodness he had a nose. Otherwise, his head would have just blown right off. Heartland HQ with Thinking Tank says, wow, Paul, get her done. Yeah, Paul's the bomb.com,
Yeah,
you guys.
awesome.
Oh, thank you for sharing that link.
Yes,
Amy,
thank you,
are
Amy.
awesome. Update on the family. I mean, we kind of talked about it last week, I think, but Rusty's dad is doing really well. They came over and we played cards the other night.
We played cards the other night.
It was
for
so
about 3
nice.
hours.
Love hanging out with Johnny and Donna. His nephew can walk. Praise God.
Yes, thank God.
Amazing.
God is good.
Mhm.
Prayers have been answered there.
My sister is on hospice, but they are keeping her comfortable. I was able to talk to her the last couple of days, and it's been great to just be able to talk with her and laugh with her. And, you know, we joke about the, I can't remember what her name is, Angela. She's a comedian, but she talks about, she says, hello, what are you doing? And then she's like, you're working? Do you work every day? So that's mine and my sister's thing. But anyway, she's doing really well. She did talk to her doctor, her nurse, and they talked to the doctor, and they said they're trying to give her some more medication. She's on a patch, and she's on several pain meds, but the next thing they can do for her is morphine. So she's holding off on morphine as long as possible.
Yeah.
Which is understandable, because morphine, man, that just messes you up so bad. So I said, well, and it makes you so tired. She said, well, I pretty much sleep all day anyway, but, you know. But yeah. So that's how things are going there. Dennis says, my fat fingers are giving me heck on the tech stuff. Oh, no. Jan says, October 11th through 13th for Pinecone Fest. Thank you, Jan. Sherry Adele says, what a bunch of youngsters. I graduated in 1976. She said, what a maroon.
What a maroon. Who said that? Who's talking about maroons?
No, she just said, what a bunch of youngsters, and that made me think of that.
What a maroon.
Tamara says, Pinecone Fest 2024. Paul says, wow, so Rusty's dad fleeced his son? What? Fleeced his son?
I don't know what you're talking about, Paul.
Kat says, I am subscribed to 3L Homestead, but no new videos. Hint, hint, right?
That's right.
They are posting. They have posted 3 videos so far.
Yes, 3 videos and I think 2 or 3 shorts.
Praise God, he's walking. Yes, that is so awesome. Shiloh says to Kath, no, I haven't. I'm with you. Rather keep the past in the past, right? Paul says, great news about the boy and your dad, Rusty. Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Elaine
thank you,
says, so happy for you, Rachel, and your sister. Love it. Yes, it's awesome. Philip says, bratwurst fingers getting in the way to Dennis.
In the way.
Harlan HQ, Tamara says, Pinecone Fest 2024, Mount Vernon, Texas, Cypress Springs Lake, October 11th through the 13th. Thank you. Tamara, why are you not blue?
Blue da da dee da do.
I could have swore you were blue a long time ago.
She is now. You get a wrench.
3L Homestead says, hey to Amy and to Lori. Melody says, try ivermectin. Yes, we have talked about it.
We have talked about that, and neither one of them will try it. My dad or my sister-in-law. So
Janet says, praise God, your nephew is walking. Yes, it's so amazing. That's great news, Rachel and Rusty. Yes. Thank you, Tamara. Jovita says, smash the thumbs up, y'all. Thank you, Jovita. Paul says, I pray your sister isn't suffering too bad, Rachel. My mom was on morphine the last 3 days. That turned into 3 weeks before she finally passed. I'm so sorry, Paul. I'm just glad that she's able to eat now. So, and that was like the biggest fear, right?
yes. Elaine says, love the answered prayers for your dad. And
Yes, awesome. Dahlia Rodriguez is in the
Delia
house.
Rodriguez is in the house.
Says, hi, Rusty, Rachel, and Desi. Prayers for your loved ones. My husband's family went through 3 family members on hospice. Very hard. Oh, my goodness. Yes, that is very hard. Luckily, my sister's being able to do hospice at home, so that helps a lot.
Yes.
Tamara says, wait for it. Rambling Peaches in the house.
Rambling Peaches in the house. What's up, Carol?
A country boy and his paint buffer is in the house.
In the house. What's up, David?
He says, hey, y'all, born 73, graduated 91.
Whoop, whoop.
You are right there with Rusty.
Yep, born 72.
Paul says, Rusty's dad came over to play cards. Bollocks. Dada came over to beat his kid again. Fleece him. No,
Yeah.
fleece is a blanket. I thought he wrapped him in a
No,
blanket.
he didn't wrap me in a blanket. And just so you know, Paul, I won both hands.
Oh, he did his mama dirty.
I did not do her dirty.
He did her so
I
dirty.
held out, gave her one more chance
No.
before I went out.
That was just wrong.
So
She
you're
could have
saying
went
I-
out. Oh,
So you're saying I should have gone out right away? Just
it was dirty.
I had no choice but about the second time.
How is the garden? How are the beets? Elaine said the garden is great. Beets are growing. Awesome.
Oh, different beats.
Yeah. Cindy says, when are we getting another Mama's Place update? Hopefully this week.
Whenever we make one.
Melody says, Big Pharma gave it a bad rap, but God is absolutely good. We decree supernatural breakthrough healing now in Jesus' name. Thank you so much,
Amen.
Melody. David says, hi, Jan. Janet Sarla says, Rachel, when my father was on hospice, he was on morphine and messed him up so bad. Yes, morphine. Like my mom was on morphine for almost an entire week, and it got so bad. It took probably almost 3 weeks to clear her system
Yes.
of morphine, and she was so confused. And so yeah, morphine is just, that's the last resort. That's where we're at.
In the garden with Jean and Teeny's in the house.
Hi, welcome. Oh,
Hello, fine folks.
Cameron says I'm not a cougar, lioness maybe.
Tamara says he's a baby.
He's a baby. Who's a baby?
David.
David's a baby. Oh, David's here. He said you're a bobcat.
Not quite a cougar, not a full-grown cougar, but bobcat.
Armida Perez is in the house. It's just switched to phone to comment from TV for you. Aw, thank you so much.
Armida.
Wanda Henry's in the house.
No.
Melody His to Bless says, I was 7th grade in 72. Lane says, poor mama. Yeah. Janet says, thank God Rusty's dad is doing better. Yes, it's so awesome.
It's been crazy that,
Yes.
I mean, there for the longest time, my mom was doing most of the driving, and Dad would be like, we have to be home before dark. Yeah. Now, they left here at almost dark, and they're like, I said, let us know when you get home. If I think about it. Who says we're going home? It was probably 10 o'clock before they got home. They went to Walmart, and then they went to Sam's. Just running all over the place.
Nancy Gibson says, y'all are just babies. I graduated in 68.
Nancy Gibson's in the house.
Patty Price is in the house. Says, hi, Rachel and Rusty. Tara
Doster's in the house. Says, hey, y'all, class of 78. Praying for your family.
I was like Jason for just a second.
I
I didn't say it out loud, though. Amy says, hey there in the garden with Jean and Teeny. Let's see, where are we at?
Everybody's saying, hey, Nancy, hi. Hey there, Wanda. Ramblin' Peach says hospice is a lifesaver for the family. That doesn't make it any easier on the family at home with the loved one.
Very true. But it has been good. I'm just glad that she's not like in a facility where her kids are having to go see her and everything.
Paul says, hey people, you cannot convince me that morphine is bad. I was on it for 8 days in 95. Great times.
Now you sound like
Cody.
our youngest son, Cody. He's like, he had appendicitis when he was 16. When he was 15,
15. He turned 16 in the hospital.
in the hospital, but he's like, oh, morphine's good. We're like, no, morphine's terrible. Money Pit Homestead's
Money Pit
in the house.
In the house.
Says hello, laugh out loud. Money Pit is in the house with. This is Lisa saying hello to everyone. Hello, hello.
Hello, Lisa. Glad to have you in today.
Yes, absolutely. How's Mom? She's doing good. She's hanging in. She's ready to be home, but she is where she needs to be, and she's cool with that too. You know.
Philip Ryder says, I'm baby of the family. Got to love me.
That's right. Me too.
I was until they adopted my sister. She ruined my life.
It's like, what does that say? You know, they say the youngest is when the parents finally reach perfection, so they don't have to have any more.
Yeah, that was me. And then they went and got a daughter. I mean, there's 3 of us boys, and
We did the same thing to
Perfection.
Cody.
perfection right here.
We did the same thing to Cody.
Yep.
He was the baby. Shallow Acre says, yeah, my dad was on morphine before he passed, so agree with y'all on that. Yes. Let's see. Oh, saying hi to Donald.
Dennis
and Lisa.
Green. Gives a $5 super chat.
Oh, my
Thank you,
goodness,
thank you.
Dennis. Thank
You're
you so much.
awesome.
Says my father-in-law said that your salsa-like substance was the bomb at the meetup. Nice. I'm so glad. I don't remember what I took. Salsa-like substance. Was it the pozole?
Guess they had pozole there.
Hmm.
Somebody else had salsa.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. Let me see. Where are we at? Yeah, my dad was on morphine. Yeah, Shiloh Curse, I'm so sorry. Country Boy and his paint buffer says, my mold got broken after birth. Hopefully this is Howdy Money Pit.
According to Tamara, that's a good thing.
Paul said,
Can
yep,
I-
and your
can
mama
I-
broke it.
Can Paul and I stir that pot for you guys?
Tamara says, absolutely, Rachel. Keep your parents at home with family. Yes. Let's see. Let's Trade Paint says, born in 68, graduated in 87.
87.
David says, it wasn't Mom, Paul. Jen says, morphine is rough. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Amy says, hey there, Armida. Let's see. We're going. Paul says, laugh out loud. Morphine is a high with no parachute. Oh, that's good. Let's see. Let's Trade Paint says, hello. Shiloh Acres says, hospice was awesome with my dad. I learned a lot to prepare myself for his passing, which made me rock for my mom to learn on. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of where...
for my mom to lean on.
Oh,
That's
rock
what
for my...
it's
Yeah, to lean on. Yes, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Paul says, hey again to Sean. Outdoors
with
Vince.
Vince is in the
The
house.
Peking Chicken. Ralph Carnegie is in the house.
In the house. Jan says, yes, truth. I'm the baby, and I broke the chain.
That's right. Melody has to bless us. My third son was a surprise bonus. Is that like a rib-shaped patty? What?
I'm not sure.
Elaine says, oh no, Rusty, my older sister always has said that about me. Not good. Rambling Peach Carol says, class of 77.
The Pizzoli.
Oh, the pozole.
Yes.
Yes, so it was, I'm so glad that people like that.
Mm-hmm.
Philip says, hospice was awesome when my mom passed away 14 years ago. Yes, amazing people that work for hospice, for sure. Cindy says, Okies, I gotta cook, y'all. Okay.
What are we cooking, Cindy?
Carol, me too, class of 77, got married in 86, Melody said.
I read that completely dyslexic.
Kennedy says, hey!
What's up? I read class of 77, got married in 68. I'm like,
What?
hold on.
Patty Price says, Rachel and Desi, the snake short was hilarious. Loved it. Thank you so much. That was pure matching energy.
I was on
Holy
the other
hammer.
end of the barn, and I just heard Rachel bust out laughing. And I come up and I said, what did Desi do? She goes, you got to see this.
Paul says, I just love that let me just say this. I am running, pumping my arms, running for my life. And Desi is like, because she's so tall compared to me, she is like jiggle jogging behind me and keeping up. Does that tell you how slow I am? Like, I thought I was running.
Well, you had a lot way further to go. She was closer. Paul says, enjoy sis, stay safe, Cindy. Jan says, good night, Cindy. Jovita says, I'm an only child. Amy says, Rusty and Rachel, we have a goal of 1,000 subs to hit right now. Put the word out, laugh out loud. How close are you right now, Amy?
Leonard Mountain Homestead, if you guys have not gone to sub to them,
yes,
please do so. We have 93 people in here.
Amy and Chris are amazing people, y'all.
Yes.
I mean, they're doing a lot of good stuff
Amy,
out there.
share your link. Share your link up there for sure. So they are getting so close. And, oh my gosh. Yeah, let's make this
Jan
happen.
says, did y'all hit the thumbs up? I mean, she's just asking.
Straightforward.
Patty Price says, hi, Ralph. Wanda Henry says, what are you at now, Amy? She's at 651.
All right.
Elaine says, I hate snakes. Everyone has been posting or videoing snakes. The only good snake's a dead snake. I agree.
It was so funny, though. I'm not even sure she saw a snake. She swears she did. But we asked her what color he was. She has no idea. But we were talking about snakes, and I'm like, you got to be real careful, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, all that's going to be in the
Sean
long
says,
video.
Rachel, you just run too long in one spot.
Apparently.
He was burning out.
That's like that guy Carl that he pulled up in I worked in a drive-thru at a bank, and he pulled up in the drive-thru of the bank, and he had one of those air horns, and there was somebody on a bike, and he pulled up behind him, and he went, "Honk!" And it scared the person on the bike, and when they rode off, he drives up, and he goes, I never seen anybody run so fast, never get nowhere, or drive, take off so fast, never get anywhere. That was me.
Yeah.
Always patinando.
Philip says, Jovita, that's a bummer because you're an awesome person. Yes, she is.
Jovita is amazing. But, Jovita, if parents set the rules because of the oldest, the middle kid doesn't care about the rules. No. Parents set the rules because of the middle child. The first child is perfect, and the third child doesn't ever have to listen to any rules. So that says you're all of those people.
Mm-hmm.
All wrapped in one.
All in one. Dennis Green says, don't be dumb. Hit that thumb.
Mm-hmm.
Patty Price is in the house. Said she just wanted to see you run. Melody says, no, Amy, I did it last week, but it unsubscribed.
I think she did because she saw a snake last year, and she was down the road by the time we stopped her. So she goes, oh my gosh, it's a snake. And I was gone.
David says, I'll take out a grid coordinate for a spider or a snake. Spiders don't bother me so much. Now, the snake.
So David's singing, I don't like spiders and snakes.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. Obese says, Philip, thank you so much for saying it. I so appreciate it. Being an only child is not so bad. Amy says, well, I hope it sticks now, Melody. Paul says, my sister is the youngest, and that was only because we lost our youngest brother, and Dad was too told to get Mom in the club again for her sanity. Nancy Gibson's in the house. Says, I go ballistic when I see snakes, and I'm not responsible for what I do.
So I told Desi, you're lucky I didn't shove you in there and run. Every man for himself.
David says, last of 6. Gene and Teeny says, we need to figure out equipment and software so we can start our channel. Plus, I'm super nervous too. Don't be nervous. The only software you need is right here in your hand.
And internet.
Yep, you need internet and cell phones. Is all you really need.
Internet. I mean, for real. We've had like the computers, and we've had GoPro and everything else, and we always just go back to our phones, and that's pretty much what we shoot our both channels.
Yep.
With our phones.
Tamara says, second oldest of 6. Jan says, Jovita, you're awesome. Julie says, you are all babies. My kids were born 76 and 82. Already subbed to Leonard. Yay!
Yay!
Dennis Green says, sup, Mike Birch. Wanda says, Jovita is awesome. Amy says, in my siblings, there are 5 girls, 1 boy. My brother was the last child my parents had.
Wow.
So see, the baby boy was the perfect one. They quit when they got the perfect one.
I'm the youngest
If you don't
of 5.
believe me, ask him. He'll tell you.
3 girls. No, 3 boys, 2 girls. I mean, yeah.
And you were the perfect one.
Yeah.
Jan says, my mom had nightmares if she ever saw a snake at the house or on the TV.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Jovita says, Tamara, you're very kind. David says, yes, I did kill a black spider today, crawling towards my buffer. Spidey died.
So if you hit him with the buffer, did he die or did he just fling him somewhere else? Nightmares.
He flung him against the wall if he hit him with a buffer. Melody says, middle child here because my brother, so Robert was treated as youngest baby, both brothers, R.I.P.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. Wanda says, I'm number 5 of 7.
Amy says, we have already had...
Tarantulas out here.
Oh, man, we had tarantulas
We
last
do not
year.
like tarantulas.
Last year, yeah.
Patty Price says, I'm 3 of 6.
Us boys are cool.
Us
Rusty.
baby boys are cool, Rusty. That's right. Hooga Homestead's in the house.
Hooga Homestead.
David says he was on the ground, wasn't buffing concrete.
Oh.
Paul says, hey, Hooga. Money Pit says, hello, Hooga. There you go.
Hello. Elaine says, I'm the middle child, older sister, younger brother. I cherish them both, not so sure they feel the same of me. Sheila Tubb says, I'm 5 of 11.
5 of 11.
Wow. That's a big family. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Paul says, oldest of 5.
Oldest of 5.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see Paul's the oldest.
Yeah. Hooga says, hi, Money Pit. Hi, Lori. Philip says, last of 7, 1 sister.
Oh, wow.
Jovita says, Rachel is the perfect one. I just love her. When I met Rusty and Rachel, it was like I knew them my whole life, and Mama was the one I ran to. Yes,
she was.
That was so awesome. Even though Rusty made me go to a complete stranger.
It was a suggestion, and you did it.
Complete
Shiloh
stranger.
says, my grandma was 11 out of 13. I'm somewhat an only child. I have 2 half-brothers that are 12 and 10 years older than I.
Oh, wow. Yep, so you're pretty much an only child.
David says, I hate hitting spider webs when I walk to the car.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's Rusty, but I never have to worry about that. They're way too
Jan
light.
says, tarantulas won't hurt you, Amy, if you avoid or handle them right. Nope. No, Jan.
Melody says, 8 minutes left. 8-minute warning.
8 minutes.
Elaine says, awesome. I always wanted a big family. I have 3 grown sons. Aw, that's awesome.
David says, it's how I turn into a country ninja.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Paul says,
Me
no.
too.
When I get to USA, Rusty gets the first slap. Sweet. I take it.
My brother said, I sent that video to my brother, and he's like, was it wasps? You were swat. And I was like, no, I was saying, and we were up in that tree.
Leonard Mountain says, Jan spiders scare me, and those suckers are big.
Yes.
Jan says, Jovita, so true. Julie says, only good snake is a dead one. My grandma taught me that. My dad taught me that.
Janet says, I don't like spiders or snakes at all. I'm the youngest of 4. Simple Grower is in the house.
Simple Growers in the house.
Says Simply Jan. Oh, Simply Jan says, Amy, I just got used to them in Texas. Yes.
Yeah, there's no getting used to those.
Yeah.
No, we've had 2 here.
I think, yeah, 1 on our porch while we were doing the remodel.
While we were doing the remodel, when Sean relocated it to the road. Thank God for Sean, because he was going to get mushed if it was up to Rusty.
Yeah. Money Pit says,
I wanted a big family too. We had 2, and when they were small, I babysat 13 kids one summer. And that was the last time I thought to have a big family.
wow. That's a lot of kids.
That's a lot of kids. Sheila Tubbs says, I have a huge spider that hangs out in my carport. hate the webs.
I like the zipper spiders. The big ones. I think
Yeah.
they're pretty.
They are. Paul says, what about big beetles? I fell out of the tree as a kid because a rhino beetle ran over my fingers. Tamara says, Julie, do you have any family from southeast Kansas? Mr. and Mrs. Walter Job Jr. says, laugh out loud, I just came back for a water burial of a spider my dog alerted me to. Amen.
Nice.
Elaine says, my dad taught me that too. He was killing off copperhead rattlesnakes and water moccasins as I was growing up.
What's the kind of snake you said it was?
The one that we had out here the other day was a rattle-headed copper moccasin. It was big too. It says, and one of those kids ended up being my son-in-law.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Tamara says, Paul, those rhino beetles are pretty fierce looking. Jan says, my neighbor passed 2 tarantulas over the fence in a jar. He thought it was hysterical. Me, I gave it right back to him. Paul says, laugh out loud, sounded just like me as I let go of the red branch, Rachel.
I know. I get it.
Obita says, check out the Rambling Peach next at 8 p.m., y'all.
Yes, 4
Armida
minutes.
says, gotta go. I'm getting too many calls. Catch y'all next week. Bye, Armida.
Bye, Armida.
Shiloh says, not a fan of snakes either. Luckily, the rattlers are far and few between, mostly garden snakes in our area.
That's good.
David says, anaconda!
Right.
Tamara says, Armida, have an amazing evening. Paul says, I climbed back up and caught it for my school science project. 4 minutes.
Gumption. Not me. I'd have been like, nope, that sucker made me break
Jan
my
says,
arm.
rattlehead copper moccasins.
Yes.
Amen. Yes, they are, and they are real. If you do not believe me, ask me. We saw one just yesterday. I had to relocate it.
I was so proud of him because he said, I'm going to pick up this cushion. I don't think I caught any of this on camera.
No, we didn't record that.
He said, I'm going to pick up this old cushion thing that was out there. And he said, so be careful. So he picks it up and he goes, Yep. And he puts it back down. I said, is there for real a snake under there? And he said, yeah. I said, okay, let me go get a shovel. So I came and got a shovel.
And I told you it was a green one.
He did. And he went back and he pulled it back. And it was just this little green snake and he was sleeping. And I felt so bad. And I was like, oh, now I feel bad because I knew that it was just a little grass snake. And then he's like, I said, I feel bad. Now I don't want you to kill him. So he used the shovel and shoveled him and then took him and
like I say, as long as I know to expect them, they don't bother me. But like when you're going in to check for eggs or something, you reach in or you stumble in one.
The day before, I didn't feel sorry for anything. I was screaming and running.
Tamara says, love you guys. Rachel and Rusty saying it now. Have an amazing evening, everyone. David says, nope, rope, danger noodles. Yep. Jan says, I don't relocate. Money Pit says, I can't even look at a snake on TV. I would die if one got close to me. I understand. Nancy Gibson says, thank you, Rusty and Rachel, for a fun live as usual. Have a super evening, everyone. Paul says, you too, Heartland Dink and Tank. Elaine says, why does this live go faster than anything else in life? Love you all. Have a great evening and week, everyone. God bless. Shiloh says, have a safe, productive, and blessed week. Jan says, all the black snakes and garter snakes. Money Pet says, see you later, Heartland. Sean says, then you chopped into. Have a good day. Good night, good night, good night.
All right, you guys.
1 minute, Amy says.
Love you guys. Thanks for being here.
You guys have a good night. We
see
love
y'all
you.
next week.
And we'll see you on the next one.
Woohoo! Love y'all.